Hey everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about how to take the derivative of something like a to the x power. In order to do this, we're going to have to rewrite a to the x as some other function that we know how to take the derivative of. So we can figure out that a to the x is really going to be equal to e to the x times the natural log of a, and I know that's going to be the case. That's the whole thing. He would simplify to become a to the x because the x natural log of a could really become the natural log of a to the x, and of course e raised to the natural log of anything is just going to cancel and become a to the x. So I know that this piece here, this e to the x natural log of a, is going to be equal to a to the x. So what I'm really going to do is take the derivative with respect to x of e to the x natural log of a. So in order to take that derivative now, what we're really going to use is chain rule. I know e raised to whatever is going to be its own derivative times the derivative of whatever it's raised to. So the derivative now is going to equal e to the x times the natural log of a times whatever the derivative of this natural log of a is. So that derivative there is going to be x is the variable there, so that disappears and just becomes natural log of a, right? Because x would be the independent variable, natural log of a would just be some constant. Okay, so we're going to get e to the x natural log of a times natural log of a. And so we know again that this e to the x natural log of a is going to simply become, this was really the same thing as a to the x, a to the x, and then this natural log of a is just some constant. Okay, so that means that our derivative here is simply going to be a to the x times the natural log of a. So our general rule from now on should be that the derivative with respect to x of a to some u power, and that u can be any differentiable function of x, is going to equal a to the u times the natural log of a times du dx. And we can use this to take the derivative anytime we have something raised to an x power going forward. So let's take a quick example of something like, we'll say, let's take the derivative here with respect to x of 2 to the x power minus 3. And so if we're going to take this derivative here, we're just going to take each derivative separately. So really what this is going to be is the derivative with respect to x of 2 to the x minus the derivative with respect to x of 3. And so this part over here just comes out to be 0, so we're not really going to pay attention to it. But the derivative of 2 to the x is simply going to become, as we look at our previous rule there, is just going to become 2 to the x times the natural log of 2 times the derivative of x, which would really just be 1. So the whole thing just comes out to be 2 to the x times the natural log of 2. Okay, I hope that helps, and I will see you in the next video.